Hello and welcome to your English language class. Today in this class we'll be taking up worksheet 5 from your workbook. The title of this worksheet is Brush with Art. Read the following passage on Michelangelo and answer the following questions. Now Michelangelo was born in March 1475 in Caprese, Italy. So Michelangelo, as you know, was a renowned painter, sculptor, and he was a very famous Italian architect and poet too. He was born in Caprese, Italy, okay, in the month of March in the year 1475. He was a painter, sculptor. Who's a sculptor? One who creates a work of art or a sculpture, okay. And he was also an architect and poet and one of the greatest artists of the Italian Renaissance. Here the spelling of Renaissance is wrong, but what do you mean by Renaissance? Renaissance is the revival of the Italian art, literature and architecture, okay. And it started in the 14th century and it followed for almost 2 centuries, okay. Born to a family of moderate means in the banking business. What do you mean by moderate means? Moderate means he was born to a family which was middle class. Okay, it was not very rich, it was not very poor, it was just a middle class family. Okay, and they were in the banking business. Michelangelo became an apprentice. Apprentice means a trainee. He became an apprentice to a painter before studying in the sculpture garden of the powerful Medici family. Okay, so he worked as a trainee under a painter before he went to study in the sculpture gardens of the powerful Medici family in Italy, maybe. What followed was a remarkable career as an artist in the Italian Renaissance. Now, this spelling is correct, Renaissance. Recognized in his own time for his artistic virtuosity. Virtuosity means technical skills. Okay. So he made a remarkable career as an artist during the Italian Renaissance. Okay. And he was recognized for his artistic genius and for his technical skills. His works include the David and Pieta statues and the ceiling paintings of Rome's Sistine Chapel. Chapel is a church, including the Last Judgment. So these are some of his masterpieces. Although he always considered himself a Florentine. Florentine means he considered himself a native of the Italian city Florence. Okay, so he called himself a Florentine, and Michelangelo lived most of his life in Rome, where he died in 1564 at age 88. So when he died, he was 88 years of age. In a demonstration of Michelangelo's unique standing, okay, unique standing means his exceptional work in the field of art. He was the first Western artist whose biography was published while he was alive. Biography means his life story. So his life story or his biography was published while he was alive. So it was quite a big thing for an artist, okay, that his biography was published while he was alive. Otherwise, what used to happen, that somebody's biography or autobiography is only published after his death, okay. But he was such a great artist that people acknowledged his work, okay, and they published his biography while he was alive. So this was all about Michelangelo. Now let us do this exercise. First question is the difference in a sculptor and an architect. Line 2 is that one creates a work of art and the other designs buildings. Second option is one is fictional and other reality. Third option is one is liked by a few and the other has universal value. And fourth is one does not require training but the other one does. So out of all these four options, option A is correct. One creates a work of art and the other designs buildings. So you must be knowing who's an architect, one who designs buildings, and who's a sculptor, one who creates a work of art or one who produces sculptures. Second question is the correct spelling of Renaissance in line 2 is the D part. Okay, the spelling of the D option is correct, so you can tick it. Now third question is the phrase moderate means in line 3 means lavish, well off, middle class, impoverished. So B, middle class, or option B is the correct meaning of moderate means. Fourth question is the word apprentice in line 4 means A, skilled, B, trainee, C, armature. Actually it should be amateur. Okay, and D is accomplished. So the option B, trainee, is the correct meaning of apprentice. Fifth question is the word followed in line 5 can best be replaced by A, tagged along, B, stayed on, C, pursued, D, resulted. So option D, resulted, is the correct option. Sixth is the word virtuosity in line 6 means genius, interest, career, training. So the word virtuosity means genius. Seventh is the word unique in line 10 means single, alone, individual, exceptional. So here the word unique means exceptional. And eighth is the word biography in line 11 means book, life story, account, or history. So the option B, life story, is the correct meaning of biography. Okay, autobiography, when someone writes his own life story. Okay, that is known as autobiography, and biography is written by someone else. Somebody's life story written by someone else will be known as biography, and autobiography will be written by the person himself. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, next is your vocabulary part, hobbies and recreation. So these are some things which you do in your spare time and which you enjoy doing the most. Given below are some of the activities that one can do for recreation or amusement. For each of these activities, mention the equipment required. You may take help from the internet or use the library. Two have been done for you. So this is your exercise. You just find out what all equipments are needed for. First one, bird watching, binoculars. Okay, या जिसको हम हिंदी में दूरबीन कहते हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि बर्ड्स जो है वो दूर आसमान में उड़ती हैं और उनको देखने के लिए यू नीड बाइनोकुलर्स. सो बर्ड वॉचिंग अगर आपकी हॉबी है, सो यू डेफिनेटली नीड अ पेयर ऑफ बाइनोकुलर्स. B is rock climbing. So just find out which equipments you need. I think ropes will be needed for rock climbing, obviously, and you need those spiky shoes, right? Then C is bowling. For bowling you need bowl and you need bowling pins, right? जिनको आपको बॉल से हिट करके गिराना होता है. So that is bowling. D is chess. For chess you need chess board and you need chess pieces. आप खेलते भी होंगे शायद चेस घर पे. नेक्स्ट इज योर कैंपिंग. सो फॉर कैंपिंग यू नीड टेंट. ओके, एंड sometimes you need things for bonfire and all. Okay, fishing. For fishing you need fishing line and bait. Okay, and then you have philately. Okay, I don't know philately. You just find out from internet what is philately and what all equipments you need for philately. That's your homework. And for dancing you need dancing shoes and you need some music, you need some good speakers. Okay, next is baking. For baking you need oven and also all the ingredients to make whatever you're trying to bake. Okay, if you're making a cake, then you need flour, you need egg, okay, and you need cream, whipped cream, and all those things you need. Okay, for painting you need paintbrush and canvas, or you need a drawing sheet, right? So these are few things which you need if your hobby is baking, painting, dancing, camping, fishing, etc. Now next is, given below is a brief passage on Michelangelo Buonarroti, one of the greatest artists the world has ever known. Complete the paragraph by filling in the blanks with suitable words. Okay, let me help you in this. When Michelangelo was old enough to go to school, old enough, okay, his father put him under a grammarian in Florence named Francesco da Urbino. It does not seem that Michelangelo learnt anything more than to read and write in Italian, because later on in life he complained that he knew no Latin. Okay. The boy's genius attracted him powerfully to art. He spent all his leisure time in drawing and in the company of youths who were learning painting and sculpture under skilled artists. Among these, he formed a very close friendship with Francesco Granesi, who was learning under Domenico Ghirlandazzo. Granesi used to lend Michelangelo drawings by Ghirlandazzo and inspired him to become an artist. Francesco's influence combined with Michelangelo's passion for art made him at last abandon his studies. This gave rise to much unpleasantness between him and his father and uncles, who often used to beat him severely. They had no taste or appreciation of art and considered it shameful to support it or allow it to enter their house. Their opposition caused Michelangelo the greatest sorrow, but it was not sufficient to weaken or damage his determination. In fact, he grew even bolder and decided to learn to work with colors. Okay. So, and this was the paragraph. Okay, let me just tell you what's there in the paragraph. See, जब माइकलैंजेलो स्कूल जाने लायक हुए तब उनके फादर ने उनको एक जो सिटी थी फ्लोरेंस, इटालियन सिटी फ्लोरेंस, वहाँ पे एक ग्रामेरियन थे, ओके, जो उनको लैंग्वेज सिखाते थे, लैटिन सिखाते थे, उनके अंडर में पढ़ाई करने के लिए भेजा. लेकिन माइकलैंजेलो को कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं था कि वो इटालियन सीखें, तो उन्होंने ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट नहीं शो किया. लेकिन जो उनका इंटरेस्ट था वो सबसे ज़्यादा आर्ट की तरफ था. ओके, एंड जितना भी उन्हें स्पेयर टाइम मिलता था, खाली वक्त मिलता था, उसमें वो ड्राइंग करते थे, और जितने भी उनके फ्रेंड्स थे उनके साथ वो पेंटिंग सीखते थे और स्कल्पचर सीखते थे स्किल्ड आर्टिस्ट के साथ में. ओके, और उनकी काफ़ी गहरी दोस्ती हो गई थी फ्रांसिस्को ग्रेनेसी, जो कि डोमिनिको के अंडर सीख रहे थे, और ग्रेनेसी जो थे वो माइकलैंजेलो को, जो डोमिनिको थे, उनकी बनाई हुई ड्राइंग्स को माइकलैंजेलो को दे दिया करते थे. ओके, और उससे वो सीखते थे बनाना. और फ्रांसिस्को का जो इन्फ्लुएंस था, होता है ना कई बार आपके फ्रेंड्स आपको बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं, आप कुछ लोग होते हैं जो आपको बहुत इंस्पायर करते हैं. तो फ्रांसिस्को इन्फ्लुएंस्ड और इंस्पायर्ड माइकलैंजेलो, एंड ही ऑलरेडी हैड दैट पैशन फॉर आर्ट, एंड इस सब की वजह से उन्होंने बीच में ही अपनी पढ़ाई रोक दी या छोड़ दी. अब इसकी वजह से जब उन्होंने अपनी स्टडीज़ बीच में रोक दी, तो उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ, उसके फादर और उनके जो अंकल थे वो काफ़ी नाराज़ हुए, और उनकी काफ़ी बुरी तरीके से पिटाई भी होती थी. बट क्योंकि उन लोगों को आर्ट वगैरह में, स्कल्पचर में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं था, और दे नेवर यूज टू अप्रिशिएट आर्ट दैट मच, और वो नहीं चाहते थे कि उनके घर में आर्ट और स्कल्पचर का कोई नाम भी ले. और इस ऑपोजिशन की वजह से माइकल एंजेलो काफ़ी डिप्रेस्ड रहने लग गए, लेकिन फिर भी उन्होंने अपने आप को कमज़ोर नहीं पड़ने दिया, उन्होंने अपनी डिटर्मिनेशन को नहीं छोड़ा. इनफैक्ट ही ग्रू इवन बोल्डर, और वो जितना ज़्यादा उनको सप्रेस किया जाता था वो उतने ही ज़्यादा बोल्ड होते चले गए. एंड ही डिसाइडेड टू लर्न टू वर्क विद कलर्स, एंड फाइनली ही डिसाइडेड दैट he will become an artist, and that's what he became. Okay, and what a great artist he became. So I hope you've understood till so far. So just do all these exercises in your workbook and submit your homework by 3 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video.